Hello and welcome. One of the first things you're going to need to do is to make sure that your content is going to be in a deliverable form. And if you have created what you're going to be selling in something like a Microsoft Word document, you are going to need to change it to a PDF file so that your customer will be able to read it on multiple devices when you deliver it to them. In Microsoft Word, this is a very simple process. You can go to the File area, and what you can then do is you can then click on this button that says Save As. Once you decide where you're going to save the document, what you're going to do is you're going to save it as a PDF file. And you can do this inside of Microsoft Word. You are then going to give your file a specific name. You are then going to save the document with the new file name as a PDF file. It will then be deliverable as a download. Now, if what you are delivering as a download is going to be a video of some kind, you are going to need to make sure that that file will be downloadable from a zip file if you're going to be using Microsoft Windows. You can do this in a very simple process. What you're typically going to do is you're going to right-click the file and you're going to zip up the file. Now, you can do this inside of a Microsoft Word related application and just send it to a compressed file, or you can download the free program 7-Zip and you can add it to a specific zip or compression file. When you see the compression file, one of the things you can do is you can click on top of the compression file, and if you click once on top of the file name, what you're going to notice is that the file name is then going to be editable inside of Windows. What you can then do is you can write the name of the file that you want it to be for the customer to download in its final form. You can click on the outside of the file. You will then notice that the file is now ready in its final form. If you upload the file to the place where your customer is going to download this file from, they will then be able to get access to it from a personal computer or a mobile device. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We are now at thinkific.com, and we're here because it's a course platform that you can use in order to deliver multimedia content to a customer that makes a purchase from you. And if you have educational content that you'll be sharing with people, using a course platform is one way of being able to host and deliver the video that you're going to be selling. And the pricing that you want to take into consideration when using a platform like Thinkific or Teachable or others like it is that you are paying for the ability to host your video and to deliver that video to your customer. If you have more technical expertise, you can deliver your video in the same place where you store your video by using Amazon S3. In terms of the pricing, you are basically paying for the bandwidth that your customer uses, as well as a nominal fee for storage for your video content. Now, you will need to connect your Amazon S3 account to an interface for your customer to be able to watch the video, but this is a cost-effective way of being able to deliver your video product to your customer if you have technical expertise. If you go to your favorite search engine and you place in the search term video hosting platforms and the word embed, you will then be able to find different video platforms that will allow you to host and deliver your video from a site that you control. And so if you are using a member or product area that does not have video hosting, you will need to have a video host of some kind that you will be paying for the ability to embed the video to your platform. One popular video platform that is available that does have a price associated with it is called Vimeo. And as of the recording of this video, Vimeo does have a 30-day free trial, as well as pricing that you can use to implement your video content. And so even if you choose not to use Vimeo, there are other alternatives available that will allow you to host and deliver your video. If you are looking to deliver a more interactive experience and you create your video using Camtasia Studio, you can use screencast.com to deliver video and to integrate an interactive experience for your customer. There is a cost associated with Screencast, and you will be embedding the video experience to the platform where you want to host the product that you're going to be selling. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You're now looking at Dropbox.com. And Dropbox is a paid application that will allow you to upload files to deliver to your customer from any platform. If you'd rather not use a paid application in order to start delivering files, you can use a platform like Google Drive. What's important to note even about some of the paid applications is that there is a bandwidth limit. So if you have customers that will be downloading heavy files on a specific day, you can run out of bandwidth and your account will be throttled for that day. If you think there's going to be heavy download usage, you may want to use Amazon S3 in order to deliver the download links to your customer. Now, once again, it's not going to be as straightforward in order to create the downloadable link, but you will never run into bandwidth problems as you were billed for the bandwidth that you use at the end of the period. Now again, when you use a course platform like Thinkific or Teachable or one like it, you are paying for the ability for your customer to be able to download files without a specific bandwidth limit. And so when you're evaluating the fee and the convenience, this is what you will be evaluating. And so basically, when you are serving your file, you will need to be able to go to the download host. You will need to be able to go to it in order to create a specific download link. When you create this link, you will place it inside of the delivery area for your customer to click on in order to get access to the zip file or PDF that you are selling them. When you are using a site like Dropbox, it's a good idea to make sure that when you are appending the end of the link, you append it with the number 1 instead of the number 0, because this will mean then that when the customer clicks on the link, it will turn into a download link for them to access it from their personal computer or their mobile device. And if we click on this link, what you're going to notice is that it will turn into a download link. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You're now looking at the inside of a WordPress website builder posting area. You will need some place for your customer to have the files delivered to them that you are serving from your hosting area. Now again, this is not going to be necessary if you have access to or you're paying for a course platform. Your customer will come to the same site where their files are being served from. But if you're not using a course platform, you're going to need to have a site that you control that you'll be able to direct people to in order for them to get access to the downloads and or the streaming video that you have. And so that site, you are going to need to be able to create a download link. In this case, we'll just hyperlink this particular set of text and we're going to paste in the download link from the area where our download files are. Once we create the link, our customer will then be able to come to this page and to access the download that we are giving them. When the customer comes to the page, they'll then be able to click this link to download the actual file that you have sold them. If you were delivering a streaming embed code, you'll need to know how to insert the embed inside of the site building system that you are using. For example, if we're using WordPress, we'll just insert the embed code to the WordPress site. We'll then have the page saved, and when the customer comes to this page, they will then be able to stream the video that we have set up for them that they purchased. What this process does not do is it doesn't necessarily give your customer a private area in order to access what they have purchased. Now you will need to undertake this depending on which platform that you're going to be using, whether you choose to use a course platform or you choose to use a site that you own or control. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You're now looking at productdyno.com. And the reason that we're here is because it's one way of being able to deliver a customer into a password protected area after a specific purchase to a site that you control or a site that you don't control. And there are numerous solutions available, and in some cases, some of those solutions are already incorporated into a platform that you may be using for another purpose. For example, the page building system ClickFunnels also has a member platform related system that will allow you to deliver a customer to an area and give them a private login and password for what they purchased. If you are a user of ThriveCart as a shopping cart system, you can deliver a customer to a private area that exists on the ThriveCart server. And so you are going to want to be aware of the tools that you are using and which one that you want to use in order to deliver the customer to a site that you either control or to a member area that is under the control of a system that you are using. If you choose to use WordPress, there are what are called plugins available that will allow you to deliver your customer to an area under your control with a login and password. You would need to purchase the plugin and incorporate it into your WordPress website. For example, incorporating a plugin like Wishlist Member means that Wishlist Member will be attached to the website that you are using. And Wishlist Member will allow you to take any page that you have on your site and to add what is called protection for a specific product category that you are selling. Adding this plugin capability means then that a customer would need a login and password to access the content that you have on this page. Now, a system like Wishlist Member or any other member system will need to integrate with your payment system to make sure that when a customer makes a payment, that will lock out non-customers and deliver logins and passwords to paying customers. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You will want to have some kind of email system that will allow you to market to the people that have already purchased to you, as well as stay in contact with them throughout the period of your product launch. And if you don't have a service available, you can go to your favorite search engine. You can type in the word Autoresponder, and you're going to see a number of choices available, as well as blog posts recommending which one may be best for you. Now, for the sake of this video, we are going to look at the service called MailChimp. And what you're going to want to do when you start an account inside of an autoresponder is you're going to want to create a specific holding area, which MailChimp calls an audience. In other cases, other autoresponders will call it a list. And this will be the storage area for the names, the email addresses for the customers that are purchasing your product. Now, in this holding area, which is called a list or audience, you're also going to be able to capture the names, the email addresses of individuals that come to your brand but are not yet ready to purchase. If you already have names and email addresses, you will be able to add them manually to the specific audience or list that you have. Now, in this case, for the autoresponder service that we are using, there are two different audiences that we are working with, and we only need one in order to connect to our sales system so that when customers make a purchase, they'll be added to this specific list. And we will use this list to design specific email correspondence to help us to market additional products and services to the individuals that have purchased. And we will take this autoresponder system and connect it to our sales system in another video. Now, it's important to note that if you are going to use a specific sales system, you're going to want to make sure that that sales system works with the autoresponder that you're using, or the autoresponder that you choose will connect to the sales system that you choose to use in order to take payment for your products and services. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, you will need a sales system, which will allow you to connect with your payment processor to create a sales process for someone to make a purchase and for you to deliver that person to a specific link on your site or to a course platform. You're now looking at the inside of online shopping cart system ThriveCart, and in a shopping cart system, what you're going to be able to do is to create specific elements, and typically in an online shopping cart, this is going to be called a product. It is within that product that you are going to be able to send individuals to a specific link in the fulfillment process. So as you can see here inside of ThriveCart, you are going to create a purchase process or a product. That purchase product will send people to a specific link. As you can see here, ThriveCart gives you the ability to send individuals to a specific URL, send individuals to a specific website, or send people to get an invoice where you can tell them how to get what it is that they purchased. There's an integration process so that you can add a membership platform to connect with ThriveCart so that the individual, when they make a payment, they're going to automatically be given a login and password. You'll notice here that you can automatically connect to Wishlist Member. You'll notice here that you can automatically connect to Teachable. And you can connect to a third-party cloud-based connector like Zapier, which will allow you to integrate with platforms that don't integrate directly to any of the systems that you are using. A shopping cart system will allow you to customize a buying process that a customer can click through, add their contact information, and then make payment and be delivered. Now, it's possible that you may have a buying process inside of one of your existing tools. You'll need to determine if that tool allows you to integrate with the other parts that you are going to be using. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You're now looking at the Warrior Plus network, and you can use a site like Warrior Plus or JVZoo or ClickBank or some other course platform that will have a shopping cart built in. This is typically because you're going to use the shopping cart system in order to distribute sales commissions to affiliates that will be promoting your product for you. And just as is the case with an online shopping cart system, you will be creating specific products on networks like Warrior Plus and JVZoo and ClickBank. These systems are typically designed so that you can set a specific percentage for which affiliates are going to be paid when they sell your product through their affiliate link. And you have the same capacity in order to integrate directly with specific membership platforms that will give the customer a login and password to access a product on your site. So one workaround to not having a shopping cart system is to use an affiliate network that will serve the function as well as to give you access to affiliates that can easily promote your product. To find an appropriate affiliate referral network, you can go to your favorite search engine and you can use the search term affiliate referral network, and you can find the network that will fit your product or service and to help you to find the affiliates that will most want to work with you in order to promote your product or your service. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, depending on what kind of sales system you decide to use, whether it is a course platform, a shopping cart, or an affiliate network, you are going to need a payment processor in order to have the system direct payments to you. And so what you'll need to do is you'll need to determine what kind of system you're going to use and which kind of payment processor is going to be required. Two industry standards tend to be Stripe and PayPal, but that is not always going to be the case. In some cases, you are going to need to have your own merchant account like Autoresponder.net. In some cases, you may use an affiliate network that may not require you to use either Stripe or PayPal, and you may have some alternatives that you may take. Everything really depends on what kind of sales system you're going to use, and in some cases, you're going to need to make sure that you don't have limitations. For example, the merchant account Autoresponder.net is available with this affiliate network. However, you will then be responsible for manually paying affiliate commissions. So once you've determined what your sales system is going to be, you'll then need to determine which payment processor you're going to be using in order to take payment from your customer. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Once you have created a product inside of the sales system, this is where you are going to create the link or the buy button for your customer to click on in order to make a purchase. We're now inside of ThriveCart. What you're going to see here is that there is an element here called Get URL. That in effect is going to be the link that your customer is going to eventually click on from any site that you determine. And so, for example, assuming that we are using this button on this specific page, what we would do is we would look for the link for us to associate with this particular button. We will then paste in the link so that when the customer clicks on it, they'll be able to be taken to a specific checkout area. So we have placed our link, we have created the button. The customer would then click this button and be taken to the checkout page. And effectively, when the customer clicks, they'll then be taken to our shopping cart, which we have now integrated with the buy button. We can do the same thing inside of a course platform. We can create a link or buy button. We can then take that link and place it on any page for the customer to click and be delivered to a product within this sales system and website. And we can do the same thing within an affiliate network. We're going to be able to create a specific code associated with a specific product. We'll then be able to copy that code. We'll then be able to place that code on any website that we control. We can then paste the HTML code. We can then save it to our site. And then when we preview the site, the customer will then see a buy button associated with the product that we have created. They can then click this button to go through the checkout process and be taken to the product that we have set up on this affiliate network. So regardless of the system we use, we will create a buy button on a sales system connected to our payment processor and connected to a specific product that we have set up. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We are now inside of the integrations settings for shopping cart system ThriveCart. And we're here because we want to look specifically at integrations that will allow us to connect to our autoresponder system. Now, as you'll notice here inside of ThriveCart, there are specific autoresponders that will work with ThriveCart so that when a sale is made, you can have an individual added to your email marketing list inside of an autoresponder account that you have set up. One of the integrations with ThriveCart specifically is going to be MailChimp. So we would be able to use our MailChimp account with ThriveCart. So it's a good idea, once you understand which sales system you're going to use, whether that sales system is going to integrate with the autoresponder that you are going to be using. And if you have control over the choices, you want to make choices that will have direct integrations. And so this process is going to be similar inside of affiliate networks, will also be similar inside of course platforms. What you're basically going to do inside of a specific product is you're going to make sure that there is a connection between that product and a specific list inside of your autoresponder. In ThriveCart, the way this works is we would go to the behavior section, we would then add a specific rule, and we would make it so that when a product is purchased, we're going to have an individual added to a specific list inside of our MailChimp account. And so we can choose a list that we have already set up inside of our autoresponder account. We choose the list, and basically what's going to happen now is that all of the purchases will add people to our email marketing list. And that is what you want in order to build a subscriber list of people that you can market to when you have a product launch. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Hello and welcome. You're now looking at the Warrior Plus network, and one of the reasons that you would use Warrior Plus as a sales system is that it will allow you to recruit affiliates who will be incentivized to sell your product. When you are setting up your product inside of an affiliate network, you're going to have control over specific offer settings. And it's here where you will be able to set the parameters for your affiliate program for a specific product. For each individual product that you're going to be selling, you can decide on the commission rate that a partner will receive when they generate a sale of your product. That process happens by using specially coded buttons on your sales page. By using the coded buttons on your sales page and allowing affiliates to promote the product to this sales page, every time a sale is made, they will be automatically credited in an account that they own with the affiliate network. And this can be a reason that you choose to use an affiliate network like Warrior Plus. Now, you will want to look at some of the other products on the network, but you'll be able to determine if your product will be a fit within the affiliate network of other products that are going to be sold in this marketplace. Now, it is possible to operate your affiliate program privately so that the effects of the network will not necessarily be apparent to your customer. When you are getting ready to launch your product, you're going to want to make sure that this element, deal of the day eligible, is going to be turned off. This will mean that your customers will not receive promotions from the Warrior Plus network. Additionally, you'll want to make sure that the product is not going to be public to the marketplace. That will mean then that your affiliate program as well as your product launch will be private to the individuals that will be your customers as well as the affiliates. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. If you choose to pay for a shopping cart system for your sales system, you may have an affiliate program built into the shopping cart system. You're now looking at ThriveCart, and ThriveCart has a built-in affiliate program. Each product that you set up, you will have the option of giving affiliates the opportunity to promote the product. you'll see here in the affiliate settings. So you'll be able to set the commission settings. You'll also be able to determine specific options for this specific product. The shopping cart will give you a page to generate so that you can give your affiliates a place to sign up, to request to promote your product. This will mean that they will need to set up an account with the shopping cart for your specific products and services. You will then have affiliates that can promote specific products that you have available in your shopping cart system. You will have control over whether these affiliates are paid automatically or whether they are paid manually after a specific period of time. And in a shopping cart system like ThriveCart, you can make some of your products not available to affiliates and others available to specific affiliates or all affiliates. In some cases, you can set up rules to reject certain affiliates and to have certain actions take place when an affiliate signs up, whether they are new or existing. So a consideration as to whether you're going to use a specific sales system can be whether you think now or in the future you are going to want to have affiliates to promote your product and bring traffic to your site. And if you're using a course platform like Thinkific or Teachable or a similar platform, you will be able to use the affiliate tracking system self-contained within that platform. And so again, you're going to want to take a look at these things before you commit to a specific sales system that you want to use. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We're now inside of ThriveCart, and we're inside of the affiliate area. What you'll notice here inside of your affiliate management area is that there's a rules area, and then that rules area, we can make it so that when an affiliate signs up for any of our products to promote, we're going to have that individual added to a specific list that we have integrated with the shopping cart system. Whether you choose to use ThriveCart or an affiliate network, this is a process that you need to undertake so that you can keep in touch with your affiliates throughout your product launch as well as for future product launches. And the process is going to look different depending on where you have your sales system. For example, here in this affiliate tracking system, we're going to be able to add our affiliates list and integrate it with the Warrior Plus network. What's important is not the network, nor is the individual shopping cart. What's important is the process, that you must make sure that you can integrate your email sender service to your sales system in order to keep track of your affiliates in an integrated fashion so that you don't have to do this portion manually. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. One of the things you're going to want to make sure is that when your sales system generates a sale, whether it is from an affiliate or a sale that you generate, that it integrates with your delivery system. We're now inside of ThriveCart, and you're going to notice then that ThriveCart has integrations with membership platforms. Now that doesn't mean that you're going to be integrating into a membership product. Membership in this case means then that your customer will get a login and a password when they're given access to your product. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a full-blown membership. And so if you're going to choose to use ThriveCart as your sales system, you're going to have direct integrations with specific membership platforms. For example, ThriveCart will integrate directly with Teachable, with Wishlist Member, or any of the other platforms that you see available. So if you've already chosen a membership platform, that may impact whether you choose to use ThriveCart. If you have chosen ThriveCart, that may impact which membership platform you choose to use. You're going to see the same set of choices inside of the product area in an affiliate network. In this particular case, we're looking at the affiliate network Warrior Plus. You're going to notice then that there are certain platforms that you can use with Warrior Plus and certain platforms that you will not be able to use. So again, all of this will impact the choices that you decide on when you choose to launch your product with specific platforms. Now in some cases, you may choose not to use a direct integration. You may choose to send the individual, when they make the purchase, to a specific page where they can create a login and password. You're going to need to designate that inside of your sales system for an access or download URL. You're going to see that in the product area. For example, here in ThriveCart, we can send individuals to a specific URL where, again, we're going to make it so that the individual can sign up and create their own login and password from a specific URL. Now, this is not a secure process. The individual that's making the purchase from you can share that URL with others, and they can then create their own login and password. The only secure way of being able to do it is to have a direct integration. It's important to note, though, that there will not always be a direct integration available, and you can, in some cases, very easily just send an individual to create their own login and password to get access to the product that they have purchased. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You're now looking at a document inside of Google Docs. And this is a place where you can keep affiliates updated on certain aspects of your launch. You're looking at an example of what's called a JV doc. Now you can post this JV doc and make it available on an affiliates update page. But by keeping your updates available on a Google Doc means then that people that have access to the document will get dynamic updates without having to visit your site again. Now, there is no set pattern for a JV doc that you're going to place inside of Google Docs. What you're basically doing is keeping updatable information and making this link available to all of the affiliates that will be promoting your product. For example, if you have different upsells, you'll want to keep people abreast of what it is that you're going to be doing on this document. If you're going to write specific emails for your affiliates to use as what are called swipes so they can modify them to write emails to promote your product to their audience, you're typically going to keep them on this JV update document. And you're using Google Docs because it is universally known and it doesn't have a cost associated with it for individuals to access it from their mobile device or from their desktop computer. So the process really is as simple as creating a Google document, writing all of the pertinent facts and information about your launch and any updates, and then making this document available to individuals that are going to be promoting your product. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You are now looking at an affiliate information page created by the person launching a product to communicate with their affiliates. And there are several aspects of this page that need examination. One of the first is going to be the fact that you'll notice that this page has professionally created graphics. And we will discuss the professional graphics in another video. Now, the affiliate information page is going to be one page on your site. In some cases, you will have a separate site specifically for all of your product offers that you're communicating with your affiliates. And there will be several aspects. You will have at least one place where the affiliates can click to go and get their affiliate link to promote your product. You will want to give the affiliate basic information about your product. And by communicating this, they will then be able to have context to promote the product to their audience. Typically, you'll want to give your affiliates a sample of the product that their customers will be getting when they make the purchase. If you are selling specific videos, it's a good idea to add a video sample on the page. If there are downloads, you want to add the download. Now, this JV information page was created using a page builder called Optimized Press, made specifically for WordPress. You should use the page builder that you are most comfortable with creating pages that look good for your customers. You can use the page builder to create your sales pages, and we will discuss that in a separate video. You can use your sales page creator to create your sales presentation and your sales page for your product, but you can also use it to create an information page for your affiliates. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. One of the important aspects to creating your information product will be creating a professional graphic depiction of the actual product. Now, you may be able to create a basic design that your customer will find attractive by using design applications like Canva.com, which have a free side of the application and a paid side of the application. In a similar way, you can use applications like Adobe Express. One way to do this effectively is to have someone else do the design for you. You can find individuals on freelance sites like Fiverr.com. And if you use the search term digital product graphic designs, you can find someone that is highly rated, and you'll be able to give them instructions on what you want your product to communicate. If your product is more in the business opportunity or make money online space, You can use a site like the Warrior Forum. You can look within the Warrior Special Offer section. You can also look within the Warriors for Hire section. And again, you are going to look for someone that is highly rated and experienced in communicating in graphic designs. And if you are uncomfortable with either of those sites, you can go to your favorite search engine and you can look for graphic designs, and you can use the search term freelance graphic designs, and you will typically be able to find someone that you can hire to create your graphic designs. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You're now looking at an older version of a WordPress-based sales page builder called Optimize Press. Optimize Press will allow you to create the presentation pages for your launch by giving you existing templates that you need to modify. For example, within this builder, you can modify opt-in pages, thank you pages, sales pages, and webinar pages. You can do the same thing within premium solutions like ClickFunnels and other cloud-based systems. If you use WordPress, you can use a system like Elementor, which has many low-cost and free templates available for you to use. If you use a system like Thinkific for your product creation, you will have page templates for every aspect of your product launch. And this is going to be the case for any course platform that you use. You will have access to a sales page creation system. Since you will be modifying a template, you'll want to know what to put in your template in order to make your sales page effective. You can learn the basics of making an effective presentation by going to your favorite search engine and looking for David Fry's 12-step foolproof sales letter. And you can use this information in order to modify any template that you use in any system. And while technically not a sales page template, if you use a shopping cart system like ThriveCart, you can design a checkout page that you can modify with the elements of David Fry's system to create an effective sales presentation. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. In conclusion, whether you choose to use a page builder like Optimize Press or one of the premium solutions, or even the solution within your course builder, one of the most important aspects of the launch product process is going to be customizing a sales page. We're going to take a look at a template within this old version of Optimize Press, even though you can use the principles we'll be discussing in the new version of Optimize Press or in any other page building system that you choose to use. Now, in this sales page template, you have most of what you're going to need. For example, prominently, you're going to see that there's going to be a video that you can customize this area for. You'll want to make sure that the video explains to the customer exactly what's going to happen and what they need to do in order to get access to the product that they have purchased. If you're going to put links to any other related offers, you're going to place them on this page and you're going to link to them after they have clicked on the links and seen your video. You want to make sure that your support link, whether they're going to communicate with you by email or you have a support website, you want to make sure that link is prominently displayed from your thank you page. It's a good idea if you've not yet collected the name and email address of the individuals that have made the purchase. You want to ask for that information here on the thank you page. And even if you've already collected that information, you want to make sure that you ask again for their best name and email address, even if you have to offer some kind of incentive for them to give you that information. And as close as you can to the top, you want to make sure that you're linking to the place where the customer can actually go and get access to their product in order to consume it. If you have to give additional instructions as to how they're going to unzip downloads, you want to give them those instructions here on the thank you page. And typically, even if you're going to give your customer access to a member area directly and you're not going to have them create their own login and password, you want to send them to a thank you page where you can explain as much to them as you possibly can. If your customer is going to need to click a link in order to create their own account, you want to make sure to modify the template so that your customer can click in order to create their account. If possible, you want to eliminate as many words as you possibly can and make everything as visual as you can for the sake of your customer so that they can see everything and do everything at a glance. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course.